Hello all, very good evening. This is Karthik from RAS Cloud Technologies. Thank you all for joining session today. So, first of all, I welcome you all to today's AWS Data Engineering Masterclass. Before starting the session, I would just like to take another 2 to 3 minutes of your time. So to just like give the information about our course and in our training institute, like what and other courses are we are providing here, and about our social media handles as well. Okay, let me start with our YouTube channel. So we have a YouTube channel called RAS Cloud Technologies Online Job Based Training. Okay, so this is our YouTube channel. So we have 36,200 plus subscribers here. If you just go to the video section, you can find out many videos related to SAP, generative AI, Azure data engineering, AWS data engineering, cyber security. Okay, so informatical data quality and cloud data quality, and many more. Many more useful videos are available here. If you just scroll down and if you can just check it out about the React.js, on Python, on Informatica Power Center, on DevOps. Okay, many useful videos are available here. Okay, just visit our channel once. If you like any of our videos, like our video, comment on it, and subscribe to our channel for more videos. To get more videos, notifications, and everything, just subscribe to our channel so that you'll get the complete updates here. And coming to the Instagram page. So we have Instagram page as well. So that is RAS Cloud Tech. RAS Cloud Tech. This is our Instagram page. We have 3,000 plus followers here. And in this particular Instagram page, we will be posting about the complete job openings. Whenever there is any opening available, we will be posting like this. You can see here, this is related to Snowflake actually. Okay, this is a data engineering job opening about Snowflake. So this is how like we will be posting here. So if there is any job openings are available. So just stay connected with us so that you will get all the updates about the job openings on different technologies, not only about AWS data engineering. You will be getting the information about all the latest IT courses here in this Instagram page. So if you just go to Instagram and search for RAS Cloud Tech, you can get the page and you can follow as well. Or else you can use this link I have shared it with you. You can use this link and you can just like message us. Okay, you'll get the complete updates here from this particular page. Okay, yeah, let me take you to our website. Okay, so we have a website called rasinformatica.com. This is our website. So this is our home page. This is our home page. If you just scroll down in our home page, you will be able to see our software trainings like this. Okay, whatever the software trainings that we are offering right now, you can see all our courses here. We are offering generative AI, informatical data quality and cloud data quality, AWS data engineering, Azure data engineering and Databricks. Okay, Snowflake in the combination of DBT and ADF, Informatica Power Center, Informatica Cloud ISS IDMC, artificial intelligence and machine learning, cyber security and ethical hacking, Microsoft Power BI, AWS and DevOps, SAP S4 HANA and FICO, GCP, Python for full stack, Python for data science, Python for AI and ChatGPT, and Salesforce. These are few of our courses that we are offering right now in RAS Cloud Technologies. If you just scroll up, there is some new section available here, that is upcoming free live sessions. From our website, like whatever the free live classes are that we are offering to you, all these free live classes, you can avail it from this particular section. You can see today's link as well here, AWS Data Engineering, 27th November at 8 p.m. So on Snowflake DBT and ADF, 28th November at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So this is how like we'll be promoting about like our free sessions as well. Okay. And apart from these things, in our website, you can find out like many other useful things as well, like materials, internship programs, interview questions, and many more. Apart from all these things, the most important thing, we do provide the jobs as well here. You can see the jobs highlights also. Just stay connected till end of the session. We are going to discuss about these jobs and all. So even if you are having a 10 years career gap, if you want to restart your life in IT, okay, so or you are currently working in different domain, you are having 10 plus years of experience, and now you want to switch, okay, all these kind of category people, we will take your questions and we'll be helping you with our complete solutions and everything for you. Okay, don't worry about that. And coming to the particularly AWS data engineering, now I'm just like clicking on this AWS data engineering live training. If you just click on it, it will take you to a page where you can see the complete information about the AWS data engineering. there is a new batch starting on 27th of December, so November, that is today. From today, like we are going to start a new batch. If you just scroll down, you can see the technologies that we taught here: Python programming, Jupyter Notebook, PySpark, AWS Glue, AWS Athena, Amazon Redshift, okay, AWS S3 and Lambda, AWS Cloud Formation. Everything we are going to cover here. Got it? And if you just scroll down, so for your complete idea, so we have given you the job roles as well. What are the job roles that you get it? So like when you complete this training, okay, and about your experience, like how much experience for range people, how much salary they'll be getting, each and everything we mentioned very clearly in this page. Okay, about your like so currently like what are the job roles available and what are the upcoming demanded jobs. Okay, and your course curriculum. Okay, at the end of the program, like what you'll be ready to do, and about your trainer as well. Okay, and we have some special things started for this particular batch. That is, we have both morning and evening batches here. If you see, there are two batches are there, both morning and evening. So if someone missed the class in the morning, and you can join the evening class as well. Okay, the beauty of this program is, so even if you miss any class in the morning, you have a chance to join again in the evening. That means, so we are going to provide the same content two times in a day. That is morning also and evening also. Suppose let's say today morning we have done with AWS Athena or AWS Amazon Redshift. Okay. So today morning we have done with Amazon Redshift topic. Again today evening, whatever the morning we have discussed, the same topic, same Amazon Redshift will be delivered again in the evening. If someone want to take the classes two times in a day, if someone they are not flexible with the timings, like someone is having 15 days in the morning shift, 15 days in the evening shift, if we have these kind of people, and if someone they have a chance to join both the classes with these timings and all you people, we never restrict our students to join for only one batch, to join for only morning batch or only evening batch, like that. Okay, you have freedom to choose either morning or evening batch as well. And even suppose today you have attended the morning batch, again tomorrow like morning you it is not possible for you, tomorrow evening you are ready to take the class, at that time you can take the class now tomorrow evening as well. Okay, so this is how like we are going giving the flexibility as well for timings, job assistance, and about these jobs. Okay, even if you have a career gap, how to start with this program and everything will teach you here. Okay, so I won't take much time, I'm just like hand over the call to Anuj Garu. Meanwhile, before that, I just need your name and WhatsApp numbers to add you in our WhatsApp group, so that you'll get the complete information. You'll get the complete information about our programs, classes. Okay, and if you want anytime, if you want to discuss something with our previous batch people, or if you want access to our material and that what we are providing right now, everything you'll get it here in this particular group. Just drop your name and WhatsApp number. Just drop your name and WhatsApp number. Okay, my team will be adding you to the WhatsApp group, where you can have the live discussion. Okay, everything you'll get it. So I just like shared you the format. So name and WhatsApp number. So just drop me your name and WhatsApp number here. We'll add you to the WhatsApp group and we'll discuss everything here. Okay, and you'll get today's session recording as well. You will get today's session recording as well. Yes, I know many people are from a different country also. Please drop your number with country code so that it will be helpful for us to identify you. Okay, yes, let's take a sharp 1 minute break. Let's take a sharp 1 minute break and we'll start the technical part. Got it? Yes. Let me add you the timer for 1 minute. Timer started. Okay. Yeah. So please keep posting your name and WhatsApp number. We'll get connected here. I hope like everyone have shared your number. Still the chat is enabled itself. Okay. You can ask any questions in the chat. Okay. So you can share your name and number as well. So my team will be keep on checking the WhatsApps. I mean, sorry, we keep on checking the Zoom chat. So you can keep posting here. Got it? Yeah. Thank you all. I'll hand over session to Anuj Garu now. Anuj Garu, over to you, please. And there is some special offer is also available today. Just to stay connected till end of the session. You are going to get some special offer also. Okay. So there is special price for you, the people who attended today's demo session, and there is some there is some job assistance for you people. So how you can get the free job assistance from our training institute as well. Both the things will get it. Just stay connected. Thank you all. Anush, over to you, please.
Yeah, thank you, Karthik. Yeah, hi everyone. Am I audible? Okay. Let me quickly share my screen. Let me know if you guys are able to see my screen. Okay, thank you. Okay, so before starting with the session, I'll just brief you guys about me. So I have 13 years of industry experience. Currently, I'm also working in one of the product-based MNCs. Okay, and previously I worked for Apple. I worked for multiple companies. Okay, and the training experience I have of 13 years again. Okay, so coming to this program, so here we are trying to learn how these real companies manage the data at massive scale using the Python, PySpark, and the AWS services like S3, Glue, Lambda, Athena, Redshift, EMR. So that we'll try to understand our end-to-end pipelines. Okay, so today's goal is to understand why this data engineering is one of the fastest growing career, and then why this AWS cloud is in number one, so why it is very demanding nowadays for the data engineers. Okay, and we'll see like what you learn in this course, and we'll try to understand with the real world use case. Okay, so you might think about why this AWS is more demanding than the Azure and GCP. Those are also the cloud, right? So main thing here is why this AWS demanding nowadays. Okay, so we can say this AWS cover almost 35 to 45% of market globally. Okay, related to our data engineering thing. So lots of companies is hiring for the data engineers first time. So they are looking for AWS skill. Why? Because they already migrated their in-premise all the pipelines, all the applications to the AWS. Okay. So because this AWS offers the strongest data engineering ecosystem. Okay. So we have some matured data engineering tools that is only in AWS. Like for storage we have S3. For the ETL kind of thing, we have Glue. For the serverless pipelines we have Lambda and the step function, and we have the query engine that is Athena, and we have the data warehouse that is Redshift. Also, for the big data computes we have EMR. Okay, so EMR is something where we will use Spark and Hadoop. Okay, and we have real time as well. If you want to process your data in real time, we have Kinesis for that. Maybe you heard name of Kafka. It's same like this. Okay, Other than that, if you want to schedule your job, for scheduling we have the step function, event bridge. So Azure and GCP have the similar tool, but the difference is they are less stable. Okay, they are more expensive. They are very limited community learning resources. Okay, and also because this AWS job roles are increasing rapidly. Why? Because most of the MNCs like Amazon itself, okay, and the Netflix and Uber, Airbnb, Walmart, Ericsson, okay, and multiple companies are there. They are already in AWS. Okay, all their pipelines, all their data pipelines are in AWS. So if you're planning for the product based companies, you have good option if you're going with AWS. Also, if you're planning for service based industries, right? So service based industries are also doing the work for the same companies. They are the client for them, right? So again, you have the good opportunity there. Okay, let's say you join TCS or Cognizant. Okay, so their client is Ericsson or Walmart. So you'll be working with AWS only. So I can say the certification is also in demand. Okay, so by completing this course, you'll be able to target for at least one certificate related to AWS. Okay, that is the cloud practitioner one. So if you know AWS, switching to Azure or GCP later is very easy. Okay, but if you learn Azure or GCP first, switching to AWS difficult because AWS ecosystem is broader because we have too many services in here. Okay, now if I'll ask why this data engineering is important for us, anyone want to answer? No? Why this data engineering? All the companies are looking for the data engineers nowadays. Why this is important? You can take any simple example to explain. Anyone? No? Okay. Let's take one basic example for Zomato. Okay? Or Swiggy. Okay. So when you order food, right? When you order food, what happens? What happens? So basically, you'll be ordering your food through app, right? So app collects your order data. It collects your order data, and then you have your delivery location, right? All the restaurant details and the distance as well, right? And all the payment information, everything. Also, you'll get the real time tracking nowadays, right? So everything is there, and all the thing collecting the data, delivery location, payment, real time tracking, everything depends on your data, right? So every second, thousands of transaction is happening in these apps. Okay, so if you are working with Swiggy, let's say, if you become data engineer at Swiggy, so what will be your role? What you'll do? Because now your app is collecting the data, right? So now you are responsible for ingesting this data. Okay, because let's say the Swiggy people, Swiggy stakeholders, the owners of the Swiggy, they want to understand how their app is performing in which sector. Let's say if you divide your complete sector, okay, let's say this is Hyderabad, complete Hyderabad. So now you have multiple locations here, right? So now Swiggy want to check in which location and or the which restaurant is having the highest sale. okay, or the which restaurant is selling the best product, okay, and what are the reviews for that one. So now they wanted to check all these details. So how they'll check? They'll not go and check the raw data, right? So they'll ask these data engineers. So as a data engineer, what he'll do? He'll ingest the data. First of all, he'll clean the data. Why the cleaning is important? Because he'll be getting the raw data. Later we'll see how the raw data will look like. Okay, and then at last we'll store the data. Okay, and then he'll create some dashboards. Okay, after that, maybe after your data engineering thing is done, ML engineers will come into the picture. Okay, they will do all the machine learning algorithms and all. So all this part, without data engineer, ML engineer will not do anything. They'll not get the data. How they will proceed with their models and all. So if you want to become the machine learning engineer, okay, so the first step is to understand the data engineering concept, how to ingest the data, how to clean, how to work with the real time streaming, okay, and different services. So so if we'll try to understand the real use case uh, for any real time, okay, so let's try to take one more example to understand what is the role. Because if you are going for the data engineering course, first you need to understand your role, what kind of work you wanted to do. If you're very interested in those kind of roles, those kind of work, then only you'll go for the data engineering, right? It's not something that because we have too much of job openings we are targeting the data engineering course. It's not like that. Okay, so now let's take one simple use case. So now any city uh, wants to measure air pollution, let's say. Okay, air pollution in every 10 minutes. Okay, and how they'll get the data from multiple sensors. Now, the similar kind of example you'll get, because nowadays in all the premium cars, okay, you'll be getting lots of sensors. All those sensors are taking your data in every second. Okay, so all those data are kind of raw data. Now, this is my requirement. So, what will happen here? Let's try to break this problem now. So, what will happen in this case? What we are trying to do? So any city wants to track, or they want to see the air pollution in every 10 minutes. So what will happen? So first thing is your sensors, right? They will just send the data to some real time streaming. Maybe Kafka is there, Kinesis is there. Okay, so any real time streaming tool, they'll send the data. Okay, now they'll send the data in JSON format. So we need to understand all these file formats as well. Now, after that, what will happen? After that, let's say we are using AWS. Okay, so now maybe we'll use Lambda or Glue. Anything is fine. Okay, what we will do? This will process our job. Job means what? Basically, they will process the data, because now all this data is in raw format. Sensor captured the data and send it to Kafka. From Kafka, we are reading this data, and then somewhere we'll load the data. Let's say for loading, we are using S3. In S3, we are writing all the raw data. So this is one pipeline, we can say. But our target is to measure the air pollution, right? So now we have the data. Now we'll try to transform our data. Okay, transform the data. So for transforming the data, what we need? For this, we'll be using PySpark or Python. Okay. And then if you want to query your data, let's say, query your data. So for that, you'll be using Athena. Okay. Now, at last, maybe in AWS side, we have QuickSight. It's same as Power BI or the Tableau, if you heard of this name. So this is used for the dashboard. If you want to build any dashboard, okay, you'll use this. And if you want to trigger, let's say AQI, the air pollution is greater than 300, you want to trigger a notification, let's say. Okay, so after doing all this thing, you'll do all this by using Lambda. So if your air pollution AQI is greater than 300, immediately Lambda will send the notification to all the phone or mobile numbers or the SMS or some social media platform. Okay. So this kind of pipeline we need. So with this example, what we can understand for the data engineers, the main thing is collecting the data, cleaning the data, storing the data, analyzing the data, and sending the output to the dashboard. Right now, after that, if some machine learning engineers are there, okay, what they will do? They will create one model. Okay, they will create one model by using this data only. Whatever data you collected, you clean the data, right? You stored all the data. So with this data they will create this model, so that this model will get trained with this data only. Okay. So our more focus as a data engineering, what we will going to learn in this, first focus is in Python. We need to be very good at Python, because if you are planning for the service based company, you'll get some Python coding questions also. You need to understand how you'll work with the Python. Inside this Python, we have multiple frameworks. Let's say pandas also you need to work, right? Because in Lambda, you need to write the Python or pandas. You'll not be able to write the PySpark or the NumPy. Okay, we need to have understanding on all these too. Okay, and also we need to understand how we can handle the file system. Okay, so file system means how we'll handle the JSON file, how we'll handle the CSV file by using Python, how we'll handle the API related data. Okay, how we'll write the ETL scripting by using Python, how we need to handle the error handling part, how we'll do the logging part. Okay, little bit of oops concept. This will help you for your product based interviews. Okay, so obviously if you wanted to prepare for the product based, you need to more focus on the algorithm part. Okay, so Python will be our first priority. Second one is PySpark. We need to be very good at PySpark. Okay, we will understand all the architecture, all about all about PySpark, the internal working of PySpark, how we'll write the data frame, how we'll work with the data, like huge data set. We'll start with a few like hundreds of data, but we'll go like GBs of data, or we'll try to use TBs of data. Okay, so our main goal is to understand like huge data set, because let's say after this course, if you're targeting for any company or you are working for any company, and if you're not able to understand what kind of work you'll be getting there. Okay, so we need to understand, if you have the huge data set, how to write the code, how to write the optimized code. That is very important, right? So the second priority is PySpark. First thing is we need to be very good at coding side of it. Okay. Now coming to the AWS now. What all services we are going to cover in AWS? Because covering the services is very easy, but inside all the services you need to write these codings, right? So first priority is on coding side. So for all the Python and PySpark, in each topic, I'll be sharing the assignment. I'll be sharing all the questions related to interviews, practice questions, and in every next class you'll be asking all the doubts. Okay, we'll spend some good amount of time on solving the doubts. And also, once you enroll into this, you can ping me anytime on WhatsApp. I'll be there. Okay. Now, in AWS side, we'll be covering S3, the storage. Okay, this is the data lake storage for us. Lambda, most important one. Okay, Glue, Athena, Redshift. Okay, the stay functions. Also the event bridge. Okay, also IAM roles, all the IAM related part. Okay, also CloudWatch, EMR, all these services will cover. Now, how will going to understand, because just learning this S3 Lambda Glue, you can learn it from your AWS documentation also. But what is the benefit here? How will going to learn this? Let's say now we know this Python. Okay, now we know PySpark as well. Okay, so how we will learn these two things, all the three things? Now we'll start with S3 and Lambda. Okay, also we have SNS. Okay, so let's say now we know S3 and Lambda. We'll cover this thing, how to write the code, how, what, all about the S3, all about the Lambda. We'll able to write the code because we know Python. Okay, now we'll do at least one or two project just using S3, okay, and Lambda. We'll just complete at least one or two project by using this, so that we'll practice Python for this example, for this particular project. Okay, now we'll introduce this glue. Now we'll again do two project or one project. Okay, so this time is 3 Lambda and glue. Okay, now we'll cover Athena. So now we'll do the third project by using Athena. Now we'll do Redshift. So one by one we'll include everything and we'll do at least one project. At last, what we'll do, we'll include all the services, all the services at a time. Okay, and we'll have the huge data set for that. Okay, and that will be your real time one. Okay, so this will be the main project that in interviews, because in interviews the first question you'll be getting is which project you'll be working on and what kind of project you have finished. This project is very important. Okay, and the for understanding this project we need to be very good at all these small projects. Any doubt? Okay, fine. So the learning pattern is the 100% practical, hands-on, all this complete data engineering program. Okay, so we'll just cover some theory part, because all this coding related thing we need to be very good at hands-on. Okay, so you'll be having all the AWS console and you'll be doing in live session. Let's say I completed one or two project, you'll be just repeating those kind of similar assignment. Okay, so this kind of learning will have all the hands-on assignment will be there, all the real-time interviews, questions I'll be sharing, all the task-based problem we need to understand. Because if you go for the interviews, let's say if you have 1 or 2 years of experience or 3 years of experience, so in that case they will ask, the interviewer will ask the situational question. Let's say if you have any pipeline that is running very slow, what will do, what kind of production issues you already faced in your last project. Okay, So those kind of questions will be getting. So we'll be covering that after covering all these services. Okay. So we'll have all the resume building session. We need to understand about the git also, because all the code is in git only in real time. If you're working for any company, most of the company, they use the AWS CLI, and they are pushing their code to the git, right? So we need to understand all about git, how to push our code, how to create our peer thing, and how we can work with the git actually. Okay. Yeah, so let's take the questions. If you have any question related to this, also I'll tell you. Let's say you go through this entire course, AWS Data Engineering, how this course will help you to migrate to the machine learning side. Because we can say uh, 80% of 80% of work in ML side is related to data engineering. Okay. If you are very good at data engineering technologies, you just need to understand about ML thing. Okay. So just some regression, some classification, some feature engineering, some model deployment basics. If you understand in ML side, you can say like you can face any machine learning interviews as well. Okay. So because in ML also we'll be using similar kind of services. One important services here is SageMaker, AWS SageMaker, that we will cover. Okay, in ML side. Okay. Also, uh, all the ML engineers are using Lambda. Okay. All the ML engineers are using Glue ML. Okay. They are using EMR. Okay. They are using Python, Pandas. So all this we already covering, right? So if you are very good at the data engineering concept, if you want to switch your career after 1 or 6 months, uh, so you can go for ML engineer also. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, hi.
Yeah.
I'm
Hi.
also from data engineering background from the Snowflake and the technologies where I never used Python. So I don't have any knowledge in Python.
Yeah.
But you are mentioning the Python is a core, right? Writing. So how you will, I mean, people like me who doesn't know Python and not aware, how should I able to understand or be able to do programming because you're saying it's all program based,
Mhm.
right? How
Yeah.
should we set our foundation before we go into this in detail?
Yeah. So foundation I'll take care. Okay. We are just not moving to the advanced concepts directly. Okay. We are starting with basic. Basic means what is Python? From there we'll starting. Okay. We'll start with very basic in Python. You're able to understand line by line all the coding. If you don't have any hands on, uh, will help you to write the small code. So slowly we'll go to the advanced level. Okay. So this is what this course is all about. If you don't have any knowledge on data engineering, okay, you can go for this. Let's say PySpark, right? Most of the people don't have understanding on PySpark. So how they'll start writing this code? Okay, so we have a planned curriculum, right? So we'll start with very basic, slowly we'll move to the coding part. Okay, some basic coding first we'll do for a week, and then once you're able to understand, obviously you need to give the time, right? Because most of the people are already working. So after your office hours, you need to spend at least 2 to 3 hours of time to understand and to write the code, to practice all the assignment. Okay.
Okay, sure. So this Lambda, PySpark, that is also a different languages or like
No, 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 no. Lambda is a service. Okay. Let me show you. So all these are the services that we are talking about. Okay, so this is your Lambda. Now, see, so let me open this one Lambda that we prepared. This is all about our last batch. Okay, so in last batch also we have so many fracers are there. Okay, and all the working people are also there. Yeah, see, this is a Python code only. Okay, and if you want we can use pandas or numpy as well. Okay, so this is simple Python code. It's not that too tough. If you're looking at, if you know basic Python also, you'll able to understand this. Okay, so that's what, once we'll understand the Python, you'll very comfortable with Lambda. Okay, because Lambda configuration we will understand in just 2 to 3 days. But how to work with this Lambda, let's take one basic understanding. Okay, if you have some project that is around Lambda, right? So the requirement is you'll be getting some JSON related data now. Okay, simple requirement. So all this JSON related data is in S3. So from where we are getting all this data, so let's say some Informatica team is there. Okay, so they created the pipeline and they are just dumping all the JSON related files in our S3. Okay, now I want to do some kind of validation that if we have the JSON related data, then only I can process my pipeline. So we will have one Lambda here. Okay, so now we'll read this JSON data. Let's say by mistake some XYZ file is there and the file type is CSV and abc.json file is there. So I only want to pick this JSON. If we have some CSV, I want to send some notification like this. I want to send some notification like this. Okay, so every time my file is moved to some other places, or if I have some invalid file, we want to get some AWS notification. Okay, so this is my core requirement. So for that I set up this Lambda. For this I'll write the Python script. So what this Python script will do, this will just check .csv file. Okay, if this .csv file is there, we easily understand if else condition, right? If this is CSV, so we can just process with our pipeline. If other than CSV or other than JSON, we'll just send the notification, right? So this is just a simple Python script. So your question is how you'll able to understand if you don't have any understanding on Python. Okay, because we are going to start with the very basic Python. We are not directly jumping into the advanced thing. Okay, so well, that's what I explained. So by completing every services from S3 to Lambda, right? So first we'll cover Python, and then once we'll start with S3 Lambda, first we need to do one or two project to understand the flow, right? And then once we'll introduce glue, then again we'll do some small project. So at last, once we'll understand the working of Python, PySpark, and small concept on all the services, then we'll go for the big one, right? So that we'll understand all the business requirement, to understand how to solve those business things. Okay, so data engineering is all about the business requirement. Okay,
Okay,
any
thank
other
you.
question? Yeah, yeah, any other question, anyone? If you are a fresher, if you have some experience, If you're planning to if you're working in some other role, if you're planning to move to the data engineering, if you have any question related to the interviews, and with this course will help you on your interviews or not. Okay, what kind of resume you need to push into the naukri.com and how you'll prepare for the interviews, all the thing will discuss one by one. So you have your time, you can ask.
Yeah, hi Anuj, this side Abdul. My question is actually, you are like at the project part. You are saying we will be doing a project from S3 to Glue, right? So
Hmm.
similar, we will be having S3 to EMR project as well included.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Okay.
Because EMR we need to do lots of configuration. Okay, so EMR we need to understand about all the configuration first. Okay, so I'll again explain you one of the project that we'll be doing later in this course. Okay, what we will do in most of the companies. Okay, so what they are doing, because they have the huge data set. So let's take one basic example. So again we'll have the informatica team. Okay, so now in S3, this informatica team is dumping almost 40 files every day, and all file size is somewhere around 10 KB to 1 TB, let's say. Okay, some files of 10 KB, some files of 1 TB, some GBs. Okay, so now our job is to process this, do some business validation, do some file validation, con- uh, transform this data to the business requirement, and just simply load this data to S3 back as a parquet format. And later we need to read this data from Athena by querying it. So we at last we need to do the query of this data. Okay, so this is the business requirement. So now what we will do for in that case. So because this is the huge data set, okay, if we'll go for Lambda, it is impossible to do because Lambda will only run for 15 minutes. Okay, so this is the limitation of the Lambda. So in that case maybe you think of Glue, let's say. Because Glue, if you open Glue also, let's go for Glue. Glue is again very expensive to process all this huge data set. Okay, so if you go for ETL jobs also, here we have the cluster, and every cluster is having different kind of pricing. Okay, so if we'll go for the pricing, we'll understand that pricing as well. So this is the Glue. Now let's say I want to make the Glue script for that. So because this is the huge data set, we have the TVs of data here, right? So for processing 40 files, our business requirement is they will not want to proceed more than 1 hour or 2 hour, maximum 3 hour. So in 3 hour they want to process all these 40 files. So with this Glue it's very difficult, and we can do it, but if we'll go for the cluster, huge cluster size, so it will be very expensive, very expensive. So nowadays companies are not wanted to have these expensive jobs, right? Just for data loading, here we are just reading the data and converting the business logic and writing into the S3. Okay, this is the simple pipeline. So for that what we will do, we'll go for EMR. Okay, what we will do, we can place our Python or PySpark, any code, into our S3. We'll have our cluster running in EMR. So what this cluster will do, this cluster will load this Python script here. Okay, and this Python script will read this data from our S3 one by one. It will process it and it will write it here. Same process if you want to go for glue also. But here the main catch is to understand the pricing in which scenario, what we need to use. Okay, so obviously we'll be doing this project as well. Okay, and this project as well, so that at that time you're able to compare what is the difference in both the situation. So accordingly, if you get the same scenario in your company, you'll decide, you'll argue with your team members or in meeting that this approach is better, right? So that's what we'll start with, very basic, we'll go to this level of understanding. Okay, so we can create the cluster, but for creating the cluster, if you see, we have so many configurations are there. So for this, first we need to understand all this thing. Okay, all these release versions are there. So Spark, Hadoop, Flink, all this thing is there. We need to understand, if we'll create any cluster, what are the things in that cluster we need to install. Let's say if you are using PySpark, we will do that. Let's say if you want to use Hadoop also, we can do that. Also, if you want to use the peak TensorFlow. Okay, so if you know this EMR, so if you're moving to the ML side also, it's very useful there as well. So now this primary EC2 instance is there, right? So now if you see here, pricing is already there. See, if you go for the C1x large, C2x large, all this having the different scenarios. So C series is there. We have different series also. If you go below, you'll find G1. Okay, we have M series is there. See, so MD5X large. So all this 150 GB storage, all this memory, all this core, once we'll understand this, all this concept, okay, we'll be going to learn in initial days only, when we'll start with the PySpark session. So Spark architecture is something, right? We need to understand all about the DAG. If your PySpark job is running, so how we'll do the optimization. Okay, so if you use the huge cluster size also, and if your code is not optimized, you'll not get that result. Okay, so we need to understand all about this. Okay, services will not learn one by one, but first priority is to understand the coding related thing. Because if you write, because by using these services also, background, your code will be the main part. Okay, yeah. Any other question?
Yes, actually, I have one question.
Yeah,
Uh, my name is Ankit. Basically, that was priorly informed that entire course is having the, duration of 2 months, where we are covering all these concepts, right?
mm-hmm.
And apart from that, on the chat, when I ask about the SQL, so it has been mentioned that SQL is going to be provided as complimentary with this course.
Yeah, skill is
So
there, because
it is
without, yeah.
So it is going to be the part of 2 months of period, or it is going to be take more for SQL for extra classes, because
No,
that
no, no.
is the issue.
Same skill will be there, because Athena or Redshift, right? In that will be using skill only. I-
Okay,
So if you just open the Athena from here, so you'll find your query engine, because SQL will be learning in PySpark. In, if you know, inside PySpark we can run our SQL query as well. If you're learning here, you need to write all the SQL syntaxes here. For this, we need to understand the SQL. We need to learn about the SQL. Okay,
got it.
and
And
SQL will be writing in our PySpark code
got
itself.
it.
Yeah.
Got it. So I have one second question that, for an example, although the duration data is engineering consider actually quite tough job to crack
Yeah.
in into. So is 2 month of period is exactly going to be enough to prepare for it, or how much time after learning 2 month we have to give more for the dedicatedly to actually crack into this, like how many kind of projects, or how much, how many time of extra time we also require to give, after 2 months to actually get into that particular role?
Yeah. Good question. So basically, let's say I told you, right? So let's take one basic understanding. Let's say I completed Lambda. Okay.
Mhm.
Now I provided you almost 10 assignment related to this. Okay. Lambda is 3 or SNS. Let's say by using all this 3, I provided you 10 assignment. Here in this 10 assignment, because inside this Lambda will be writing Python, okay, and pandas as well. So by using all this different concept, I given you 10 assignment. Now for this 10 assignment, I'll allotted you, let's say, 3 days of time. After 3 days, we'll have one doubt class for this 10 assignment. So this is for all the student who join this course now. So now it's up to you if you're able to finish this, if you at least give a try for this 10 assignment. So lots of people, what they will do, they will not get time to do this 10 assignment. So for them, obviously it will going to take more time because they are not with me, okay, with this current course. Because once you lag for this 10 assignment, right, it'll be lagging on some topics then, because at this time we'll again go for the next one, maybe Lambda, glue. So in glue we have the PySpark, again you have the Python here, right? So again, let's say I given you 5 assignment. Now this for 5 assignment I allotted you 7 days of time. So with this 7 days we are continue learning on PySpark, other skills, okay, other topics. So you have 7 days to finish this 5 assignment. If you have any doubt, you can ping me anytime on WhatsApp, I'll be there. Okay. So it's not just only 1 or 2 hour of learning, right? If you're connecting from morning 8 to 10, let's say, or evening 8 to 10, so it's not related to this time only. If you're practicing at night time, if you face any issue, just ping me personally. uh, so hey, like I have this doubt, I'm writing this query, I'm getting this error, and we have this group as well, right? You can ping me, we can answer. If you're not able to fix it by answering in WhatsApp, we can connect for 5 minutes anytime and we can solve it. So that just try to be on this timing, okay, so that it will not take more than 2 months to crack any interviews. Because after doing this assignment, we'll be discussing in our class all the interview related questions, right? So interview questions are not for only for the freshers, it will for freshers too. If you have 1 to 3 or 4 years of experience also, you can go for this interview questions. Okay. So they will, for the experienced candidate, how the interviewer will ask, they'll ask how you fix the production issues, what kind of production issues you faced. If you're working for any project, what kind of scenario you faced. So those kind of question we'll be discussing in our class. So it will not take more than 2 to 3 months. So maybe in 2 months we'll finish this course. After finishing this course also, you can ping me directly, I'll able to help you on that also. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Next question. Anyone? No?
Anuj, before the next question, I just like want to make some note here. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have seen a question in the chat. Someone asked about the Oracle SQL things, right? And the data engineering SQL is really important. Yes, we do provide the SQL classes as well here, but it is a prerequisite, right? Like what we are doing here is we are going to give these Oracle SQL classes as a recordings actually. Okay, you can have these recordings for lifetime, and these recordings were thought by like our CEO and chairman, like Mr. Raj. So he recorded these Oracle SQL classes. You'll get these Oracle SQL classes as well as a complimentary actually. If you have any questions, please unmute yourself or please text me in the chat. And the people who have given the numbers to me, I have added to the group already. You can just check it out. So meanwhile, if you haven't shared your contact number yet, or if you haven't added to the group, please drop your number again.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
Ankit, go ahead. Yes.
So we are not going to have the live discussions on the SQL part on the classes.
See, the basics of SQL we are providing in the recordings, okay? That means
Okay.
if someone they don't have any exposure to SQL, okay, like what is data, okay, what is table, what is tuple, what is row, what is attribute, okay? From there we'll start how to insert the rows, how to create a table. From there we will start and we complete with the joiners and everything as well. I'll show you my screen like once like your discussions was done. You can see like what topics we have covered there, okay? And like we are also going to cover all these SQL concepts here. After that, like when the sessions are going on, when the live class is going on, when you use some command here in the training part, at that time Anuj Gaur will also help you why we are using this command here, why we are writing the code here like this. Everything like he'll also explain in the session too. Don't worry
So
about that.
actually what happening in this PySpark, right? So in PySpark we have a concept. PySpark SQL is there, right? So here indirectly we are going to cover all the SQL part, because in PySpark we will be writing the SQL code only. So now let's say we loaded all the data to the Redshift. Now we are doing some querying part. We need to see our result by using Redshift or the Athena. So how we'll do it? We need to write the code. Okay, write the SQL codes. Also, when we are writing the query, let's say I'll give you one basic understanding. Okay, so let's say if you have one CSV file, now by using PySpark, what we'll do, we'll load this file as a data frame. So for now maybe you're not able to understand what is data frame. So now just consider this data frame as a tabular structure. Your data frame will look like this. Okay, this one. Okay, now so we have one topic, that is PySpark SQL. So here we'll be covering all the Windows function, all the indexing part, everything, all the concept, rank, row number, everything, all the average, count, sum, whatever you will see in the SQL side. So now let's say in some scenarios in real time also we have just one option. So we loaded this CSV file as this data frame. Now we will create one view. Okay, so for this let's say this is our df. Okay, so we will create df dot create or replace some temp view is there. Okay, temp view, some name is there, abc. So this is now become the table. Okay, so inside that how we'll write the code? We'll write spark dot sql. After writing this we will write the sql statement here, select a star from abc. So this will give the same thing again, but here if you see we are writing the sql. So similarly we can go for the advanced sql queries also. We'll see all the interview related queries also. Okay, so what Karthik is mentioning here is recording will be there. Okay, so what this recording will help you on? So you need to understand what is your dml. Okay, what is the ddl. Okay, so all this statement you need to understand, because some people are here who don't know anything about sql. They are very new to sql, so they can go for this recordings so that they have this basic understanding. Because later part of our training will be covering all the sql part in our athena. Whenever we'll learn the athena, whenever we'll go for the PySpark, whenever we'll start the Redshift, all this thing will be using sql only. Okay, so recording will help you just to understand the concept. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, yes, you're
Yeah,
clear.
yeah.
Just I have one more question. It is actually quite different. To
Mm-hmm,
be very honest, I'm very much, to be very good at coding part. So
mm-hmm,
my exact question is that, how much to be very precise, it is more about logic building part. So
mm-hmm.
if for an example, I'm not good at logic building, so is there still any chances for me to get into a service-based company where the roles are don't require too much logic building, or some level of logic building is still required to get into the data engineering?
So logic building is very important, obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
So why this logic building is important, right? So in every step, if you are good at Python, let's say, okay,
Okay.
so in Python, if we are not talking here about any uh, algorithm part, okay, not data structure part, okay, just a basic logic building. So now let's say you have some raw data. So some raw data means some very messy data is there, okay, some log data will be there. So let me open it if I can. I'll show you some data directly. Okay, let me show you some data if I can. Let's go for this. We all have the CSV here. Hmm, some log data we need to get. How this logic building is important for the data engineering. That is very, very important. Raw files, validation, XML. Okay, let's see this one. Now, this is your data set. Simple data set, right? So for that, I need to write the Python script to get all the data. Okay. So my requirement is here, if you see order ID is there, right? Yeah. So here, if you see order ID is there, customer ID is there, amount is there, order date is there, status is there. If you see, we have multiple data with the same. So now I want to get this data like this by using Python. Okay. Order ID, customer ID, amount, order date, and status. Okay. I want to get all this data like this. Some order ID is there 5001 56 149.27. Some date is there and delivered. Some status is there. Similarly, we have different data set 5002. We have some all the data are different 5003. So now I want to get all this data. But in middle of this, we have some null values as well. In some missing data will be there, some corrupted data will be there, okay, and some other some, let's say, special symbols will be there. I don't want to consider all that. So for that, we need to build one logic, right? So it's a different kind of logic. Whatever you think, let's say if you completely going for the development part, okay, so now if you're not considering the data engineering, if you're directly going for the Python developer, okay, so in Python developer, your logic building is different. But in data engineering side, all the logic that you'll be building is all around the data only. Okay, all around the data. You need to play with the data. Okay, so here also you'll be writing all the loops and everything. Okay, but it's all around the data. You need to play with the data. So obviously, logic building is important. But as you mentioned, you're not good at the logic building. It's not the point of time, because once we'll start with this course, right, our main focus is to understand the logic building only. Because if you'll not understand how to build the logic, so as much as real time problem we'll see, we'll try to build the logic related to that only. So we can have multiple scenarios to practice. Once you'll practice those questions or those scenarios, you'll able to build the logic. Okay. So it's not that tough. If you're good at coding, it will be very easy for you to build the logic. Okay. Now, am I clear or any other question you have?
No, no, it has been clear.
Yeah. So logic building is something that we will learn slowly, because the same logic building we need to go for the PySpark as well. Okay. In PySpark we will only build the logic only. Okay. So everything, if I can show you what kind of logic is here. See, this is again a logic. See, we are doing some schema validation here. Okay. So schema validation means, so let's say this is a simple logic here. See, so this is our schema now. Okay. So we have different type of files. Order file is there, inventory file is there, catalog file is there. Okay. So in order file, we have these columns: order ID, order TS, all this. In the file we have these columns. Okay. So in code, what we are checking, do we have any missing schema? Means, do we have any missing column in the file that we are expecting? Okay. So now we are expecting this order ID, all these columns we are expecting, but in file we don't know which columns are there or not. So we read this data, and then we are, see, we're reading this data, CSV file, and then at last we are checking for any missing column. So this is a simple logic, right? So if any missing is there, what we are saying? So quarantine, we are calling this function. So what this function is doing here? So this is just moving that file to some other particular folder. Okay. So it's a simple logic. So all the coding related thing, whatever the logic that you need to build here, is all around the data. Okay. So it's easy and interesting as well. Yeah. Next question. Anyone? Okay. If no question, okay, Karthik, you can take it forward. I don't think
Yes,
they have.
Anuj, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm back again. This is Karthik from Last Cloud Technologies. So let me take you to the things like what I said you earlier. So, like, let first thing discuss about the job assistance and all. Okay, I think few people have shared me the numbers here already. Okay, so I have added all these numbers to the group already. I hope like you have received the invitation as well. Please check it out. And the person Srikanth T, I think I'm not sure the name. Just give me a second. Yeah, Srikanth, like your number was a bit wrong. Please check and share again. Okay. And the people who haven't shared your name and WhatsApp number yet, please drop your name and WhatsApp number to get the today's session recording, and you will be added to the group as well. Okay. The people who given the numbers already, these people are already added to the group. You can just check it out. If you haven't added, please text me here. Okay. Yes. Let me assist you about the job thing and all. Okay. See, now we are offering here job assistance. Okay. So I'm clearly saying everyone that like we are not providing any kind of job guarantee here. Why? Because the thing here is it completely depends on you, how you will be taking the course, how you will be preparing from your end. Okay. See, from our end, we will be giving you the 200% confidence that so whatever the experience that you want to showcase on your AWS data engineering profile, like 4 years or 5 years, up to 5 years, you can easily go for it. No need to worry about that. Only one thing that we expect from the student side is consistency. If you are consistent towards the program, then definitely like you can crack it. There is no doubt at all. Okay, whatever assistance you require, what are the things that we are promising it to you, for sure we'll do that at any cost. Got it? Yes. Now coming to the job opportunities and all, you can just see here what are the job roles that we have right now. Okay, the job roles that we have right now and the experiences the for these particular job roles and the salaries. This is the average. Okay, this is the average salaries. This is not the lowest. This is not the highest as well. Even like a 2 to 3 years experience guy can have 24 LPA as well. Okay, if you can go for the counter offers, then definitely like you can easily cross this 20 LPA mark. Got it. And these are the few job roles that what you can apply for. And these are the upcoming on-demand job roles right now. Okay. So this is how like we'll be helping with you. Apart from all these things, see many people what they have doubts is they'll be working on some other technologies like on Power BI or on Informatica or on some other testing tools or some other non-IT tools. Okay, you might be working on there. Okay, once you complete the training on AWS data engineering, if you can see a job posting with the name like this data engineer AWS or AWS data engineer, okay, so something like if you can see this, you can apply for it. But if someone see only the big data engineer, only big data engineer they'll see, okay, they cannot understand that this requirement also we can fulfill. Okay, if you have a direct job role like this AWS data engineer or AWS data consultant, then you can go for it. If you can see only like a senior data engineer or senior data lead like that, you cannot apply for it, right? Many people are confusing these things, and this is what we observed from the last 4 years actually. Okay, so and we came to a conclusion for this. So you people will be going to the like job platforms like Naukri, Monster, LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, a kind of platforms, right? So what we have made our decision is we will search the opportunities on behalf of you. Okay, because like what we are teaching to you, what job roles and responsibility that you can fulfill from here, we can easily finalize the things for you, right? So that is how this page was started. This is jobs. We have just mentioned it as jobs here. If you just click on it, there is a new page will open for you as a RAS Informatica job listings page. Okay, this is the page where you can find out all our opportunities. That means whatever the courses we have on all these courses, whatever the job opportunities are there in the complete platforms like Naukri, Monster, LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, and other platforms as well. Okay, we will search the opportunities on behalf of you and will present in this page. Okay, we will just like put all these opportunities in our current page. Got it? So from this page, like what we do here is from this page, like what we do here is, so you can just filter the things. You can just, there are few filters are there, still the page is under development. Okay, so that is the reason why we have just kept it publicly. Everyone can access this page now. Okay, once the page is fully developed, this page will be available for only enrolled candidates. That means whoever paid fee, whoever taking the training, only at the end of the training you will be getting this page access to apply for the job opportunities as well. If you can see here, there are many courses available here. Now I'm selecting as AWS data engineering. If I just click on this, okay, if I just click on this, okay, so you can see there is an opportunity that we posted here, Senior Associate Data Engineer L2 and Scala AWS Data Engineer. Okay, if you can see here, just click on the opportunity. Okay, this job is posted by this company, and if you just scroll down, you can see the job type full-time, location Bangalore, and experience required is 1 to 5, the job description, okay, and the qualifications and role, everything you can see here. Okay, the education qualification, everything you can see here. And to apply for this particular opportunity, you just need to fill your name, email ID, mobile number, and upload your resume and click on submit. That's it. This is what you need to do. You can just daily in the morning, you can just visit our page and apply for the opportunities, and you just close it, you'll get the replies. The page is still under development. Once it is fully developed, this page will be available for only enrolled candidates only. Got it? Yes, this is how like we are going to provide the job assistance as well from our end. No need to worry about that. And now I'll just show you how the classes will be, how you can see the recording classes and everything, and what are the concepts that will be covering for this Oracle SQL. I said you right, Oracle SQL. I'll just show you that one first. These are the concepts that will be covering for Oracle SQL recordings. I said you there are 10 recordings are available, 10 videos are available with 15 hours of content. Okay. So in these 10 videos, in the 15 hours of content, you can just take a screenshot as well. Okay, these are the concepts that we are covering in these videos. Okay, if you can see here, these are the concepts that we are covering. I'll show you in the chat as well. Okay, whatever the basic concepts, whatever the like things that you required from the Oracle SQL, all these things we are covering here. Okay, like DDL, DML, DQL. Okay, so the operators, group by and the order by things. Okay, joins, set operators, views and indexes. Everything will cover you here. No need to worry about that. Okay, now let me show you like how to access the recordings as well. Once you log into the portal, okay, so you will be redirected to this page actually, that is enrolled courses. But in these enrolled courses, I have many course access here, but you will be having only one course, that is AWS Data Engineering, and Oracle course only you will be having access. I'll just show you the AWS Data Engineering classes to you. Okay, so how we have uploaded the recordings to you. Okay, everything you can see here. AWS Data Engineering. Just click on continue learning. Okay, so here you can see the videos as well, session 1 to 10. So this is how like we'll be recording the sessions and we'll be adding it to you with the names. Even if you want to like just revise the things before the interview also, you can easily like log in like this and you can just like revise that particular thing. If you want to just learn Spark architecture, yes, you can go for it. If you just click on this, you can see the video here. You can see the complete video here. Below the video itself, you will be having material. If there is any material available for this particular video, you can just like access from here using this download button. If you click on the download button, the material will be downloaded to your system. Okay, this is how like you can access the videos and materials as well. You will be having this access for lifetime. Lifetime you can access these things and you can go ahead. Got it? So if you still anyone having any questions, please unmute yourself and ask me. And coming to the fee structure and everything, I'll just take you another minute to explain these things. So yeah, just let me open the notepad again. Okay. So we have two batches, morning. We have both morning and evening batches as well. The morning batch timings are 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. IST, and evening batch people 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. IST. Okay. Whatever the content that we cover in the morning session, the same content will be covered in the evening session as well. Okay. No need to worry about that. Even if you miss the morning class, you can join the evening session as well. Okay. If you miss both the classes, you will get the recordings. Even after watching the morning class, you want to like join the class once again. If you want to like hear the class once again, yes, you can join the evening class also. There is no restriction for you. You will be having access for both the batches, morning and evening, whatever time you will be free in a day. So you can just join that batch and you can complete the content. Ultimately, everyone should join either morning or evening session for sure in a day. If you miss both the classes, you'll get the recording. So watch this recording tonight or before tomorrow session. You just watch the recording and get clear. Okay, this is another flexibility that we are offering. Nowhere in the industry, in the training industry, nowhere like in any other institutes, you can get this opportunity to go for it. Only in RAS Cloud Technologies, like we have implemented these morning and evening batches from Informatica course 4.5 years ago, and we are following it till now. This was not applied for all the courses, but for this AWS Data Engineering, it is available. You can see here, we have both morning and evening batches as well. The morning batch timing is 9:30 a.m. and the evening batch timing is 8:30 p.m. If you want to join morning, you can join morning, or if you want to join evening, you can join evening as well. Okay. If you want to enroll to the course, just go to the courses section. Click on AWS Data Engineering. Okay. It will show you enroll now. It will show you pay and enroll now. Whatever the batch you wanted to opt for, I want to join for the morning batch. So I'll just click on pay and enroll now in the morning batch. Okay, and it will take you to the page here. There are two payment modes are there. Okay, one is international credit and debit cards. Another one is Indian credit and debit cards. Okay, so if you are using international card, you can select this one. If you are using Indian credit card, you can use this one and click on pay and enroll now. It will take you to the payment page. Got it? This is how like you can just like go for the payment options and all. Okay, and today if someone want to enroll the program, if you can see here the course price is 24,999. Okay, course fee is 24,999. The people who attended today's session, you will get 10% discount on the course fee, 10% discount on the course fee, and your fees will be only 22,499 rupees only. This is what your fee. We accept all the payment modes. UPI, bank transfer, credit card, debit card. Ramesh, you are unable to see my screen. 1 second. Can someone confirm me like you are able to see my screen or not, please? Can someone confirm me?
It is visible.
Okay, done. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. So we accept all the payment modes. If someone want to pay today, so you can just like go for this payment option. I'm sharing you the UPI number as well in the chat. Okay, you can pay to this UPI number and you can just like share the screenshot with us. So we will be helping you with you. See, what we do here is we are going to share the previous batch first 10 classes recordings also to you. I'll explain you about the schedule now. Schedule will be first week and second week. We will be having alternative days. Okay, we will be having alternative days. That is, the class will be having only on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the first 2 weeks only. Why we need alternative days? To create the trial accounts, to adjust the things, to complete these Oracle SQL classes. Okay, to understand each and like every concept here. Initially, the people require some time, so we'll be going with this alternative days initially. Once these 2 weeks completed, see, we'll go for mostly 1 week itself. If still people need time, if still people requires are asking for the time for the next week also, we'll go for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, we'll be having the continuous classes from Monday to Friday. All days, both morning and evening sessions will be having class. Okay, so you can join any of these batches. Got it? This is how the schedule will be. So hope the many people who already enrolled, you got the schedule and everything today. Okay, so today is a Thursday. Next session will be having mostly tomorrow we'll have a session, another session, and after that like we'll be going with Monday alternate days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be having class. Tomorrow we have a session. I'll share you the like the batch details as well, and the link, everything will be shared in the group. From the group, like you can get the things. So the people who already paid the fee, you'll get the group link as well, and you'll get the link as well for the next session. Okay. So the people who are interested to this program, if you still have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask me, or else Anuj Gauri is also here. You can ask and you can clear all your questions, and then like we can go ahead for the next step. Any questions from anyone, please? About the timings, curriculum, or concept, or anything else? Yeah, someone is asking about the both batch access will be given. Yes, you will get the both morning and evening batch access also. Okay, you can join any of the session, not a problem. Each and everyone doubt will be addressed. No need to worry about that. You will be having unmute access from starting to ending of the session. You can stop the trainer anytime and you can ask your questions.
Hi, Karthik.
Proceed. Tell me, yes. Sorry, Vamsi, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
Vamsi, tell me, yeah.
any machine is will work for this course, right? I mean, Windows. Is there any preferred machine?
Not required. This is a cloud logins will be doing, right? Any mission is fine, not a problem.
Okay.
Still any questions, please? I hope like we have addressed all your questions and everything. Okay, so if you need any assistance, you can just contact us on this number. You can just contact us on this number 8105296858. We will be available from Monday to Sunday. All days will be available from morning 8 a.m. to like night 11:30 p.m. will be available. No need to worry about that. All days someone will be there here to assist you. Okay. So we will be open 365 days till from last 4.5 years. We never closed our institute in a single day also. Okay. So either someone will be from the team will be available even on the festival days, December 25th or the January 1st, like whatever the occasion it is, for sure someone will be there in the office to help you, to answer your calls, to reply you, everything will be done. Okay. So whenever you have any doubt, anything else, you can just give us a call or WhatsApp on this number. My team will be available and they'll help you. Okay. If no one is available, our CEO and chairman Raj sir will be in the office. He'll take care of the complete things actually. So surely, like I'm proud to say that like from the last 4.5 years, there is a single closing day also there for RAS Cloud Technologies. We will be available for throughout the year. Any day you can message us, anytime you can message us from morning 8 a.m. to night 11:30 p.m. You will get the reply for sure. Within no time, you'll get the reply. Got it? Yeah. Thank you all. Thanks for joining session today. So if you haven't shared your number yet, please share the number. Please drop the number again. Okay, so my team will share this recording with you by tomorrow morning. You can access the same recording also if you miss the class. Okay. If someone joined just now, so to get today's recording, just drop your name and WhatsApp number over chat. You'll get the recording. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Narayana. Yes. Still, if anyone having any doubts, you can ask me or you can call me on this number. Okay. Thank you all. Thanks for joining session today. Anuj Garu, thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Karthik.
Yeah. Bye bye all. Thank you. Good night.